Gentlemen, it's good to be with two guys who, just like me, remember 1982. That was the Volcker era. Interest rates didn't just go up, they went stratospheric. Ron, you don't see that happening this time around, do you?
No, Tyler, I don't. I happened to be in college in 1982, and I was eating at Taco Bell for $1 a day, so I didn't notice inflation except for the gas prices that we had in Southern California at the time. But look, I would say that we're probably hitting peak inflation, and I think that's what the bond market is beginning to discount. You know, you see that the rates on the 10-year have come down. Stock market seems unperturbed by this. And if you back out and take a much longer-term view of inflationary cycles, and we've talked about this now for a couple of months, what a post-war, or in this case, post-pandemic cycle might look like. Inflation is spiking on supply disruptions, as we've discussed ad nauseum for the last several months. I think that's going to normalize a lot in 2022. And I think while the Fed can taper all they want, I think they're going to find they don't need to raise interest rates as quickly as people are suggesting today.
All right, Michael, Ron is distancing himself from my age references, wrapping himself in the beauty.
I noticed that.
Wrapping himself in the halo effect of Taco Bell. But, Michael, I know you remember 1982. Do you agree with Ron that maybe inflation is peaking and that some of the signs are that by 2022 this will be a memory, not a fact that we have to deal with ongoing?
I especially agree with Ron that I was in college in 1982, and I think I'm about, I think I'm about 3 weeks younger than Ron. So we are absolutely Kenny Polcari. We're all within about a month. But I was in the hills of Tennessee at Sewanee. We didn't have a Taco Bell. It does make sense here. I think that the supply chain disruptions are more responsible for the inflation choke point than perhaps all of the cash on the sidelines at this point. So I think Ron has a very good point. I think, a year from now, we could have gluts in certain areas in terms of the supplies, and that will put a lid on inflation. The Fed does seem committed, and I think we could see certainly higher prices. And we're going to see, right now, 2 rate hikes seem very reasonable in 2022.